45 gems, gold fever every single week without Legends Pass, and how you can make this fun for your team, and a really quick sneak peek at the video I'm working on right now. And before we get stuck in today's video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so you can grow in Monster with gems, Stardust, Diamond Relics, Race Monsters, Legendary Wars, and more. So if you want to maximize your gold production, one of the things you want to take a look at is gold fever. So gold fever is a really good litmus test in terms of how your gold production is going. And once you reach the billions of gold, if you want to know how much your gold per hour is, this is the only way to do it effectively. The first thing you want to know is there's a sign up that you can do for 12 hours out from when gold fever starts. So this is useful because if you stop collecting gold roughly 12 hours before, then you will have the maximum amount of gold possible as soon as gold fever starts. So the maximum amount of gold possible when gold fever starts is 195 million. Now I forgot and I collected my gold at about maybe 8 hours in instead of 12 hours. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get the maximum. I probably won't. I might be around like 170, 180 million. And finally, that actually makes a big difference in terms of your ranking. So, and we're going to go in and collect all now. So you can see I've got a whole bunch of gold stacked up, and gold fever started not too long ago. So maybe about an hour ago. So you can see how we're at 1 day 23. And if you look at the rankings, you're going to see a whole lot of people at around 200 mil. These are all the people that stored up their gold, and as soon as gold fever started, they hit collect all. So now we're going to be one of those people that hit collect all, and let's see how much we get. So you can see as you scroll down, there's a lot of people around this 200 mil mark. So what this means is there's about 50 people that have collected all since gold fever started. Let's go do our collection. I'm just going to zoom out here. You can see all this beautiful gold. I have all of this gold stored up because it's been storing up since for about at least 8 hours now. So we're going to hit collect all and see how much we get. Yeah, so some of these aren't 1.2. They should all be 1.2. So I'm guessing it's not even going to be 170, more like 150. 60. I think that's wrong. Let's give that time to refresh. I think there should be way more than 60. I think that's wrong. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for all of the gold to actually be collected. I should at least be in the 100. No way it's 60. 90? 90 could be right. 90 is a bit disappointing to be honest. Again. Okay, so it looks like instead of 195 mil, because I collected gold accidentally, then we're starting at 90.5 mil. But that's okay. We're going to show you, even though we made a mistake, how to effectively increase and maximize your gold production, because my gold per hour is actually quite decent. Yep, 90. Today we are going to go through the top 5 tips to maximize your gold production. There's 1 minute left. We're currently 68 mil. We're just going to collect our last piece of gold. You see how stockpiling up a bit. This is a bit how it should be like at the beginning. We ended up 744. So top 5,000 really easily. So this should have been about 1.6 mil if we had Legends Pass. And that puts us around 60 to 70. Mama Monster is super close. And if you do want to work on your gold production, what I encourage you to do is to measure how much gold per hour you get right now and measure again in say 1 month's time. But at Passive Fury, in the past, we have run this exact same challenge on our server. So you can see, for example, in June, I increased my gold production by 12 million per hour. So for example, that would have been from like say 10 million to 22 million gold per hour, which is a massive improvement. In July, JD won that competition. In July, JD won that. He increased his gold per hour by 4 million. In August, I increased my gold by another 4 million. And in September, Mama Monster won. She increased her gold by 4.6 million. So it's just a fun way to make it more engaging, more interesting, and compete and have some friendly competition with people. And how we measure our gold per hour is by collecting all of your gold, start a timer for 30 minutes. At the end of that 30 minutes, collect all your gold again and see what the difference is. So for example, if you collected 10 million gold in 30 minutes, then you just double that to get your gold per hour. The 10 million doubled is 20 million. So for example, you could say your gold per hour is 20 million, and then measure that again in 30 days time, 60 days time, whatever your goal is, and see how you're progressing and see how much you're improving. So you can see from my pictures, the last time I measured it was about a month ago in September, where I had 26 million gold per hour. So how I did this was I used my gold farm as my timer. So it stays 49 minutes here, and I came back about half an hour later. And so I started at 398 million and ended at 411 million. So 11 plus 2 is 13. So 13 times 2 is 26. So my gold per hour at this point in time was 26 million gold per hour.